And I'm gonna give another quick video before I take an Epsom salt bath and wind down. Fellas, when a female or anybody in general, they smile at you and don't show teeth, that is not a genuine smile. I can't get over that. Some people don't see it as such. She smiled at me. If she didn't show teeth, she had to force herself to not show teeth. When you spontaneously smile at somebody, you just smile. You don't think about, giving some half ass smile. And I'm going to tell you how I know that it means that. Okay. Um, like we all know, I'm staying in a hotel and I got to eat out a lot. There's a restaurant across the street, Texas Roadhouse. So I've been going there a lot to the point where they know what I want to eat when I get there. It's either I'm going to get a salmon salad or a steak, one of the two. I don't get nothing else off the menu. And there's this one girl in there. She's young, about 25 years old. She's attractive, yeah. And that's another thing. I didn't even want to really touch on that in this video, but now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to see a clear distinction between attraction and arousal. I can be attracted to a girl, but not aroused by her, just like I can be aroused by her and not be attracted to her, which means she makes my dick stand up, but I don't want to go out with her. I can't have a good conversation with her. Just basically is basically a prostitute, basically. You know? We have sex and then you can leave. Except I gotta pay you, so I don't really like that. But anyway, genuine smiles. So and that's another thing. When a woman works in the field of hospitality, like hotel, restaurant, they're paid to be nice. They're told to be nice. So I go in the restaurant, like I said, I've been there going so often that they know what I want to eat. So, she's got my order down to a T, and I was actually impressed by it. But, I done already fallen for a girl being nice and hospitable towards me, thinking it meant something that it didn't. So I'm not falling for that shit again. So, this is a Friday night, and she's leaving. She tells the patron next to me, yeah, I'm leaving now. So I know what that means. It means for me to hurry up and cash out so she get her tip. So she continues to talk to me a little bit more and tells me when she's working next time. Like I'm supposed to come back in there. I ain't go back in there, man. Because I got to know that when you go in a restaurant by yourself, which I always do here, that the girl's going to be nice to you because her boss told her to be nice, but also, hey, this guy comes in here by himself with his headphones on, don't really say much to anybody. I'm sure he's a lonely guy. So let me speak to him. And, being just that, you tend to want to think things mean more than they mean. So I didn't go back to the hotel. I mean, I didn't go back to see her when she said for me to come back when she would be there working again. And I just left the restaurant tonight. And she didn't even look in my direction. You know what I'm saying? And I could like feel the tension between us. So I'm like, okay. So there was one point where she actually we crossed paths and she had to speak, or it would have been courteous for her to speak. And she gives me a smile that doesn't show teeth. So there, that case in point right there. Another scenario, as you know, I'm staying at a hotel and they have continental breakfast. And there's a girl down there who's 22 years old and I find her attractive. She actually, well, she doesn't anymore stimulate me, but she's still attractive. But at one point, I would see her and start thinking all types of arousal type things to get an erection on the spot that don't happen very often for me anymore. Just to see a girl and be like, oh yeah, she turns me on like that. Always giving me smile with teeth. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna play myself hard. So I went and approached her, walked in her direction. I did this twice. And both times she took a step back. So I'm like, there's no reason for me to say anything to her now. So now when she smiles at me, good morning, hey, I ain't falling for it, man. I just ain't falling for it. Especially when, now getting back to the girl at the restaurant, I've been in that restaurant enough times to where I've actually shared red pill knowledge with people and I've talked loud enough. So I like doing that. When I'm dropping real red pill knowledge to like there was a kid in there 27 years old dating a woman that had kids already. I'm like, why or had a daughter already. Why you want to do that? Help some other man's legacy go. and all that stuff. You need to build your resources, and then you go after a woman when you're my age, and you go after a woman that really turns you on. So she's heard me say these things. So I'm like, that's further proof as to why I didn't go back. Why would a woman who hears a guy spill red pill knowledge know that women only have a value of youth and fertility? Why would she have an interest in me? She just got an interest in getting my resources. So, at the end of the day, screw her, man, for real.